good afternoon and good evening to you all. It's Friday the 12th of February, guys, and we're nearly mid-month again. By Monday we'll be mid-month. I mean, it's just crazy how quickly time's flying, isn't it? Guys, I've got a very important, a very vital show today. I'm going on the attack today, and I'm going on the attack on all black leaders, community leaders. This show is going to be attacking all of you, from Lenny Henry to Trevor McDonald to Ian Wright, Colin Jackson, Nigel Benn, Chris Eubanks, Idris Elba, Stormzy, right? Beverly Knight, Nicola Adams, for the young lot. I'm attacking every one of you today on this show, and you'll see why when the show unravels and when the show starts. Guys, look, as a community, we're in a bad situation with this vaccine issue. I'm watching every other community roll out their big guns, roll out door to door. When the government's not doing it, the grassroots people are taking this on their own and doing what they need to do. Our community is the only one listening to the far right anti-vaxxers and are stubborn and don't want to make a move. So this show is going to address that. So guys, without further ado, let's get down to today's show. Like I said, guys, what prompted me to do this video? The last 2 or 3 weeks, I'm affiliated to a black-led political party many of you have come across. The last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been urging them to address this issue as community leaders. I mean, we're 70, 80 strong on a Zoom. Everyone there's a leader in their own right. Everyone there's got influence. Everyone there can pull strings. And the only strings they seem to want to pull is to mobilize and fight the government, who hasn't even told them they need to take the vaccine. Now, I came across a video this week on the news with Elton John and Michael Caine mobilized by the NHS, by the government, to address the low vaccine uptake. Now, who do you think that's targeted at? Do you think that's targeted at people like me, my friends, people I know, the guys I'm talking about on the Zoom? Hell no. Hell no. Elton John says he's taking the vaccine. So what? It makes no difference to black people. Michael Caine, what difference does that make to us? So when you look at a system that, when I play the video, you're going to see that even the guy who put the video together was asked about the BAME community, and say, yes, it's a big problem, and we are addressing it. Clearly, that video that you spent tons of money to put out is not addressing that. However, when you look at the percentages of those who are taking it to not taking it, in the white community, in the white population, it's 89%. In the black population, it's 55%. So you would think that the NHS would spend the money and put Lenny Henry or Trevor McDonald or Colin Jackson or Chris Eubanks or somebody like that to address the black community, right? No, they didn't do that. They put Elton John and Michael Caine on this video clearly to reach the 11% of white folk who are still undecided. So who's reaching out to the black folk? This is why I'm on the attack. Because I want to show you 2 other clips, aside from that one, of communities taking the law into their own hands, so to speak. Taking this fight into their own hands. I'll show you the Muslim community and what they're doing. Door to door, family to family, outreach to outreach. Bit by bit. This one converts that one. This one speaks to that one about their worries. Then I'm going to take you to the Hindu community. See what they're doing. Then you're going to see the Somalian community to see what they're doing. What are we doing? We're looking to the far right for information on vaccines, and it's really starting to just do my bloody head in, because some of these people are very educated, but when it comes down to it, they're ignorant as they might as well be illiterate. The amount of ignorance they have, because you're ignorant when you got your head stuck in the sand. People are still sharing videos of African nations saying, don't send us no vaccines. Like, are you blind? These people are fighting each other for vaccines. You think they got time to send it to you over there? Have you not seen the 33 nations that were put on this? Do you know what they all got in common? Do you know why the USA is not on there? USA has got the biggest, nastiest infection rate right now, next to Brazil. Brazil's on there, but USA is not on there. Russia's got a big problem, but Russia's not on there. Okay, Mexico's got a big problem, but Mexico's not on there. Right? All those countries on there, on those 33 countries, none of them's got as big a problem as any of the European countries. None of them. Maybe South Africa, none of them. Do you know what keeps them together? Do you know what runs between all 33 countries? None of them is vaccinating their people yet. That's what they're not telling you. But when you know, you know. Argentina's the only country on that list who only the other day, I think a week ago, ordered either Russian, I think it was the Russian vaccines they ordered, or the Chinese vaccines. Right? The Russians got the Sputnik V that came out way in August. But loads of countries in the world are buying it. We won't trust it over there. They done it. They done it in like 3 months quicker than the quickest one that was done in the Western world. And yet, we are looking at disaster coming our way, and that's what this is going to touch on. So, guys, let me go into my first video. Take a look at this video.
We very much hope that this video will have an impact. These are two celebrities, well known, and their impact goes beyond at all age groups. So yes, it is an anticipation as we expand the number of people having access to vaccine.
My name is Elton John.
There are still some concerns, though, aren't there, about a sort of disparity of vaccine uptake from people within the BAME community. So what are you doing increasingly going forward to reach those people who as yet haven't had the vaccine?
I couldn't agree more, and that's a challenge, and it's a challenge that has been recognised and has been acted on. The NHS is working fairly closely with local authorities. We need to really engage local leaders, faith leaders, to reassure the BME community that this is the only way out of the vaccine. This is not just for personal protection, but also to protect your loved ones.
Welcome back, guys. Just to draw your attention, the BBC breakfast host says to the video producer, you know, we have an issue in the BAME community. Yeah, it's a really serious issue, and you know, we're talking about it and we're addressing it. You're addressing it. So then the first video of the most at-risk community, plus the one that doubts the vaccine the most, trusts governments the least, for good reasons, not because they're stupid or because of whatever. They have good, solid reasons. And the first video you bring out is of Elton John and Michael Caine. Okay, so that's you addressing my community. Okay, point taken, I get you. I hope it works. Guys, a few weeks ago, before Christmas, I've done a trilogy of videos called called the cancer in the black communities, basically. This issue goes right back to that issue. Because my issue is this. I'm noticing that those who are able to do something are stuck on not trusting the vaccine and stuck on all the bad information that they've been getting. Because it's all bad information they're based on. There's solid information that these things have happened before, Tuskegee and all that. But there is no solid information that they're going with regards to these vaccines now. None. They're going with fake news, scaremongering, all of the buzz in that bubble that they all live in. No, the vaccine, no, we don't know about it. Look how quickly they've done it. It's all the same. They come up with all the same rebuttals about the vaccine. It's all the same. So you can see everyone's watching the same thing, listening to each other, because when they're there, it's all the same words that we're saying. Then, so you think that, that's fine. I've got no arguments with you on that. But then when people are raising an issue that your fellow black person has decided to take the vaccine, but they're being discriminated against, these people do that. It's like, oh, well, I'm not taking it. I don't know why he's dumb enough to want to take it. I don't know why they're stupid enough to take it. Well, I'm not saying anything about that. However, when that person goes into police custody or that person gets stopped and searched, they want to be in the front of the line arguing for them. Does that make sense to any one of you? Does that make sense? You're happy to fight for the person's stop and search rights, but you're not happy to fight for their right to take the vaccine that they made a choice to take, just like you made a choice not to take it. Take a look at what the Muslim community are doing for their own. This video talks about the Muslim community in detail, as well as the Hindu, the Hindu and the Sikh community. Okay, so take a look at what communities of color, minority communities that aren't the mainstream black communities. Yeah, we are the mainstream black communities. The Afro-Caribbean community is the mainstream black community. That's the community that I'm talking is totally AWOL in this conversation right now. Completely AWOL. Take a look.
So that's why people are turning to local champions, turning to their own to get answers to their questions. Take a listen. A rare gathering under lockdown. Friday prayer at the Mecca Mosque. Today's sermon, or khutbah in Islam, is Imam Qurayasam's fact check for the faithful.
They are people who have understandable questions, understandable concerns about the vaccine.
People of color across Britain were hit much harder by COVID-19, pushing communities like this to turn to each other for answers.
This vaccine is absolutely halal. The vaccine that being used in the UK, they are permissible in Islam.
More than 100 mosques are taking part in this nationwide effort, led by Muslims for Muslims, to tackle vaccine myths and conspiracy theories. The message, which was delivered in 3 languages, is just as important as the messenger.
I do not want one more life being lost just based on misinformation.
Members of London's Hindu community chose home turf. The Neasden Temple School is now a public vaccination center. The woman behind the idea is Temple devotee and healthcare professional Hasmita Patel.
I am very proud of this clinic, and every day when I come in, I can view the temple and I can feel satisfied that, you know, I'm in my community and I'm serving the community.
Officials in this diverse neighborhood of Brent admitted they failed to engage effectively with minorities at the start of the pandemic.
How do you feel?
Very, very happy.
Very, very happy.
When public leadership failed these communities, they mobilized and organized to fight for their own.
So guys, communities that work together are doing their own thing right now. Okay, that's just one clip. I'm gonna go. My next clip is a Somalian clip, and I say communities that work together. I said that on purpose because my trilogy of shows talked about this same crap that I'm talking about right now. Because the black community does not work together. They do not. Many in the black community think that aren't taking the vaccine actually think they're the intelligent ones. They think they're smart. Take a look at what the Somalians are doing for their community. Take a look.
In some minority ethnic communities, though, a low take-up rate is causing concern. And in Bristol, 2 Somali nurses are trying to change that. Fiona Landon joined them as they went out door to door to encourage people to get the jab.
Huda and Suad have been nursing in Bristol for years. They've both had the vaccine and are encouraging others to do the same.
With ethnic minority, we know that they have a high risk of hospitalisation and death, and also suffering from severe side effects when they contract the COVID-19.
NHS figures suggest in some black and ethnic minority communities, the take-up rate for the vaccine is half of what it is for white people. So they've produced a film in Somali, are advising GPs and are having lots and lots of conversations.
It's like a flu jab. Yes. We believe flu jab.
Yes.
Okay.
I was very nervous. I was not believing it. I thought like that vaccine, it kill you after 1 year or after 2 years. You will get like any sickness that you wouldn't have it before.
But after talking with Suad, Asma changed her mind and had the vaccine yesterday. On the other side of the city, Huda is also having more doorstep conversations. Today, it's with Liban.
I've been 50 days coma, 3-month hospital, and 50 days coma intensive care. But alhamdulillah, I'm survived.
After 3 months, this was the moment Liban was wheeled out of intensive care.
I'm recovering now. It's my life all, doing here, you see. Shraki, yeah.
He's now urging others to take the vaccine. And already they're seeing the ripple effect. Huda persuaded Ayan, who's a carer, who persuaded her brother, who's a taxi driver.
Welcome back, guys. I'm pissed off. I'm not going to lie to you. Because we're alone again. And we're going to be alone when this whole thing, when 75... Listen, let me tell you something right now. You see the way that hospitals are on high alert and getting all the money they need to save lives. What do you geniuses think is going to happen when 75% of the country is vaccinated? And of that 75%, of the remaining 25% who haven't been vaccinated, stick with me, of the remaining 25%, 90% of them are black and only 10%, maybe 5% are Asian, 5% white. 90% black that ain't vaccinated. Do you think they'll be spending money to treat black folk? Do you think they'll still be pumping all the resources into hospitals? Number one. Number two, you see how the NHS has put out a video with Michael Caine and Elton John, because the political party in power are going after making sure their people, as many of their own, are vaccinated. We have a newly established black-led, it's not a black political party, but black-led political party. The whole echelon of that political party does not believe in taking the vaccines. So they fold their arms and they don't try and fight or help their community or help those who actually need to take the vaccine because they're in work. They're not doing anything to make sure that those people's rights are not being trampled on. My question to you is this: what will your position be in 8 months from now, September times, when 75% of people have been vaccinated, but 90% of black people haven't taken the vaccine in this country? 90% of them haven't taken the vaccine. What are you going to say when the bodies start to roll out? What are you going to say when there is a travel ban? Right now, there is a travel ban on every UK citizen leaving the country. We're not supposed to travel right now. And it wasn't imposed just by Boris. It was imposed because we got variant here. Nobody wants us out to their country anyway. Right? So when 90% of us, I'm going to be vaccinated, when 90% of our black communities have not been vaccinated, that means 90% of black people can't travel, that live in this country or born in this country can't travel. It means most of the dead bodies that's going to be rolling out when these variants keep coming is going to be black. It also means that whatever resources you see them putting into it now, because it could be their mum, their granny, their sister, their cousin, believe you me that those resources are going to be cut right off. You know why? Because they gave you a chance to take the vaccine. You refused to take the vaccine because you were listening to the far right idiots who want to eliminate you anyway. So welcome to your doomsday that's coming. And that's all I'm going to say to you guys. Welcome to doomsday. Because you guys have got your heads in the sand right now. No one's got the foresight to see what's actually happening. You're there listening to David Icke and Simone Gold and Louis Farrakhan, who, by the way, when we start dying in droves, they're going to forget that they told you not to take it. They're going to come out and say the white man's killing you. You see how they're not treating you in hospital no more. You see how these people are evil. I told you these people were evil. They're going to forget that everybody had the same opportunity to take the damn thing, and some of you prefer to listen to your enemies than to listen to common sense. The last thing I want to say is my attack on you, Lenny Henry, on you, Trevor McDonald. Shame on you, Stormzy. Shame on you, what's his name? Chris Eubanks. Shame on you, all of you celebrities, that when you want to use your black community, you come out and you harness them and you show your blackness. But many of you are going to get the vaccine because many of you are smart. And many of you are in jobs that you have to fly. So you're going to take them. But what are you doing to help your people? What are you doing to set the record straight? Zilch. My guys, you've been warned. You've been warned. Because doomsday is coming, my friends. And the same people who are folding their arms and saying, don't take it, and let's mobilize to fight the government telling us to take it when no one's forcing you to take it, right? They're the same people that's going to be crying out, saying they're defending black rights when we're rolling out in body bags in the flipping thousands, when the resources to take care of this thing's gone down because 75% of the population is vaccinated. Guys, subscribe to my channel for real stuff. Stop listening to fake prophets and snake oil salesmen and pretend leaders of the community. Let's look for the real leaders in the community. The NHS isn't going to do it. They would have done one with Lenny Henry. But I can't blame them. Because where is Trevor McDonald ringing up the NHS and saying, listen, I'm worried about my black community. Can we do something? Where is Idris Elba, actor, got access to Hollywood? Where is he phoned up the NHS? I'm angry. Seriously, I'm angry. Guys, I don't want to finish angry. Have a fabulous weekend. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel. So take care, have a brilliant weekend, guys. Hit the subscribe and I'll see you on Monday. All the best. Bye-bye.